talking about heaven like they just can't wait to go. Saying that it's gonna be so good, so beautiful. Lying next to you in this bed with you.
Like, what is happening?
With this.
Hey, girl, why you got
Oh, what's up, boy?
You brought his mom.
They brought him out like that.
They said this poor boy.
My lunch.
Oh, you got a brownie. Aliseo.
They're like, he has a plate. Well, he had just enough.
Mine looks blue.
Look at my baby hairs.
So how do you feel, babe?
Kind of scared.
What do you think I'll say?
I don't know.
Me either.
My eyelash is falling off. I'm sick and tired of these little things.
All I know is I'm hungry.
You're hungry?
Yeah.
Look, you see this? We're gonna go eat right now. After this, we're gonna go eat at Golden Sea.
Oh, so guys, if y'all have any restaurants that are good to eat at, anywhere, I don't care, I love food, you know what I'm saying, like I'm a fat ass, but put it in the comments below so I could go. Okay guys, thumbs up.
Where are you getting, Madre? Don't record me. Oh. Baby, you eating ketchup with your shrimp?
Duh.
Mom doesn't want to be filmed, so. Hey, mommy. Vete al baño. Tell Matthew to hurry up and get in. Because Gigi's gonna cry.
What are we gonna do?
I'm finally home.
Finally home.
So today's the next day. We didn't finish recording yesterday because some things just got
Emotional.
well, a little background story. I don't even know what's going on. Okay, so back in August, I was in a car accident that involved a cement truck. And I was sitting passenger and it hit on my passenger side. That's all I'm gonna say. And I went unconscious, and from that accident, my injuries consisted of a concussion, a fractured manubrium, which is this right here. It's actually my left side, and just a whole bunch of bruises and scratches and other little injuries. But my main big one is my fracture and my concussion, which caused me to get short-term memory. So now it's very hard for me to remember things. So with that being said, yeah, before I couldn't go to work, I couldn't do anything. The doctors told me just to stay home and take it slow.
She was a stay-at-home wife.
I was a stay-at-home wife. Basically, yeah, just hibernate my life away until I was like able to come out of my little shell. It's now January. The accident happened in August, so it's been a very long time. We got good news and we got bad news. My good news is I am able to work and go to school and go back to my everyday life stuff slowly. He made that very clear that I can't overwork myself and I can't overdo it to where I'm gonna, you know, stress myself out, or it's gonna hurt my head. The bad news is they did tell me that I have to do 6 months of rehab to help my memory. It's to help my memory and stuff like that. Just like little activities like flashcards and, you know, like doing real world stuff. I don't know how else to describe it. It's kind of weird. And the other 2 diagnoses is, what's the acronym for it?
PTSD.
Post-traumatic stress disorder. They diagnosed me with that. And they also diagnosed me with depression, but I can honestly say it's not as bad as it used to be.
I mean,
I get emotional every now and then, but it's not as bad as it was before. Like, there was times where I didn't want to get out of bed, or I just wanted to stay home, and now I'm telling Matthew to get out of bed. But
yeah.
I have my days, but it's honestly not as bad as it used to, which I thank God for that. But my PTSD is still very, very real, and it's kind of scary. Because basically, like, anytime I'm in a vehicle, whether it's Matthew driving or anybody else, I get really scared. Not that I don't trust them. I just don't trust other cars, or sometimes the way they merge into lanes, it looks like they're gonna hit us and I just freak out, or, you know, I grab onto the seats, and, you know, anyone that I'm driving with, they're like, what are you doing? Like, it's not that serious. And, you know, before they even diagnosed me with this, I didn't know that's what I had, but I knew, like, I had anxiety and it scared me. I just didn't know that's what it is. So finding that out yesterday, I just kind of, like, let it sink in. And, you know, because for the PTSD, you know, it's gonna get better with time, but the depression thing, like, who knows how long that thing will last. But, you know, my God is bigger than any struggle, so I'm gonna overcome it like I overcome everything. And Matthew has been a great support system, you know, always giving me food. That's one comfort thing that has helped me a lot. But, and, you know, if you're anyone that struggles with that, like, feel free to message me. You know, I need new friends. We can hang out, and, you know, we can go to the park and just do stuff rather than stay home and isolate ourselves, I guess. Try not to do that. I was a big hermit in the beginning, and I always wanted to be home. And, I mean, I was ordered to stay home. I had to stay in bed, and I couldn't do anything. And once I got used to it, I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to get up and get out of bed, and I didn't want to do my makeup. I didn't want to do anything. I barely started getting into doing my makeup again, which, you know, is hurting our wallets sometimes. Yeah, guys, that is the diagnosis for everyone who knows. Like, some of my close friends, they know the whole story and how everything happened. But, you know, the ones who still try to stay updated with me, they're always asking me, like, so are you released yet? You know, how are you? And I don't really like to talk about the story, just because I just want to move on from that part of my life. Like, even, you know, when everything that I'm going through, I can't really give too much information. Like, I don't like to talk about it. Like, not even with Matthew, my parents. Like, I just don't like to talk on that subject at all. So I try to stay away from it, but there's that.
So, that saying, if we don't post often, is because of the symptoms she has. Some days are good, some days are bad, but most days are pretty much good.
They're pretty much good.
Now that I'm home all the time, it hasn't been so bad.
Yeah, I think that's what helped me a lot. Just Matthew being home with me all day, every day, and rather than being by myself and having no one to talk to or having anyone to do things with, like, he's here just listening to me all day, every day, watching my shows that I make him watch.
Yeah, it's been a kind of rough month. Wishing I get back to work. But I think it'd be good. With her starting work and me trying to find more work, I think she'll be busy enough to where she comes home and she just knocks right out, so I don't have to hear anything. I'm just kidding. No,
so
but
mean.
I think it'd be good for you. What we really want to work on is her getting her memory back. Well, actually not her memory, but her brain back to normal.
My brain's still in here.
I mean, it's there, but getting it back to normal, making it work, function properly. You know, just gonna have to step up and help her with some stuff on getting it back.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just got out of a good meeting.
Doing some big things.
2018 is definitely our year.
For sure.
And
Thank you, Lord Jesus.
finish up.
I'm gonna close out the video.
See y'all later.